Well, obviously, I wish we had played a little better. George Washington, I thought, played it incredibly well. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do quite enough to, not make them play well. And they had, for the most part, just, they play at a very easy pace. They're very talented, and we couldn't disrupt any part of that pace or the shot making, for the entire game. So, obviously we have a lot of work to do. I thought Castro played incredibly well. I thought obviously Autry and Dinkins, made impressive shots, but we have a lot of work to do. And this is a conference game versus a very talented team and well-coached team, and they played great tonight, and we just didn't have enough to make them play worse.
Coach, did you adjust defensively trying to deal with this three-point issue that has hit you twice now?
Yeah, I thought we, in the second half the other night, we really defended the three-point line well, and I think statistically on the season we're probably good to very good at it. A little bit tonight was shot makers making shots that were fairly well contested or defended, not well contested, but they can make those shots. And I think that the aggression that we have played with is not quite enough. In that if you're going to, Castro presents a huge number of problems, but if you're going to sacrifice anything defensively, you at least want to be aggressive. And I thought we were just a little bit on our heels right from the beginning of the game. And then when they felt comfortable, that really gave them tremendous confidence. And then we did not recover enough to be able to make it hard for them to make threes. So yes, we'll look at it and see what we need to do. But at the same time, the most likely answer is be more aggressive and don't let guys feel quite as comfortable when you're out there with ball pressure and how you're handling any screens or switches or anything like that.
Coach Caputo was in here, and he spoke about perhaps decreasing the number of guys he plays as he gets into conference play. Do you consider that, and is that a potential move for the Spiders?
Yeah, not at the moment, John. I think that I don't know at the moment, but that's not something that we're thinking. We're trying to just get better contributions from as many guys as we can, and I feel like the energy that we have played with, I don't think we did tonight. The energy that we have played with has been great, and a little bit it goes hand in hand with playing a lot of guys. I don't feel like we had enough of that tonight or in the last game. So that, I believe we have to fix that part of it first, and just playing with, emptying the tank and just playing hard and with great energy, and that then takes advantage of having some depth.
Will had mentioned kind of something along the same lines, that he didn't think that collectively the team played hard enough right from the very beginning. If you've had this issue in the past, I can't imagine there's one cure-all for everything, because every team is different. But where do you start with something like that?
Yeah, I think really probably showing the guys the film, talking about it, reviewing what we had said in the scouting report, probably showing some where we've had great energy. It's not so much not playing hard. Guys are out there playing hard, but it's just like there's extra when it comes to this level of college basketball, and you have to be so alert and aware. And they still might score, and you still might miss. It's just you have to give extra and give more, and that's where I think we fell short. And aggression is a big part of that. So I feel like that'll be the biggest thing, is demonstrating it to our guys and showing them, challenging them to it's not like we haven't done it either. So challenging to meet that standard of effort and energy, and then demanding it. Of course, that's what we're trying to do all the time, but really doubling down on demanding that effort and energy moving forward here.
Coach, can you ask about the replay system and how you feel about it, if it's doing what you thought it would do? And you haven't used it much.
No, I think once or twice, right? Well, is it the last 2 minutes, John, that the referees can do it on themselves? Either the last 1 or 2 minutes they can do it. I think the penalty of losing a timeout is pretty big deal. So, if you do it in the first half, then it's just a little bit risky to do it because there might be a play in the game that's that much more important later. So I think it's fine. I think we'll probably have to watch more NBA games to just or talk to some NBA people to see how they're utilizing it, what the correction percentage is, and see if we can utilize it a little bit more. So that's a low end of what we need to worry about in college athletics.
Yeah. Is it possible to get the information from your man on the bench before play resumes?
It is probably. I mean, they all have iPads and they're watching. They're probably on a 5 to 10 second delay. I think if the officials know you're considering it, they'll give you an extra time. You can make a sub that takes up a little bit of time. So I think you can. He's in a tough spot there when he has to make that decision. But yes, I think you can.
Obviously, the first question is defense. It's been an issue to stop the three here in the last couple of games. What do you feel as though the problem is?
Tonight just wasn't enough heart. You know what I mean? We got to play harder.
In terms of getting to shooters or finding who the right guys are to get up on?
I mean, yeah, you can know the scout, know the players, but none of that matters. Coaches can do a good game plan, but it doesn't matter if we don't have enough heart. And I felt like we didn't have enough heart today. You got to play hard. It's conference play. The level goes up. We're playing in the A10, which is a good league. You got to step up with that. And we didn't tonight. But trust me, if we're going to be good, we're going to rally together, and we're going to get back next game.
Did their shooting surprise you guys at all in terms of how well they shot, especially right from the beginning?
I mean, they hit shots, but they've got good players, you know what I mean? Number 3, good shooter, I think. They got a bunch of guys top to bottom that can really shoot the ball. They got the big inside that puts a lot of pressure, it makes you collapse, and then it opens up for them shooters. So, I wouldn't say I was surprised. It was just we got to play harder.